Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's been a while since I've done a. It's been a while since I've had the opportunity to do a stream, obviously. And this is gonna be tier 2. Tier. Oh, I didn't even say in my I started my video. I should have said what it was, but I did not. Let's make sure I can. It's up on YouTube or Twitch on my phone. Alright.
Station. Round number 4, I think have a little bit of issue with the sound of the George with we're going to keep trying to get him in but yeah, round number 4 here in Canada. We've already had tier 1 and tier 2 racing out here in Monday.
don't understand what's going on. Why I have not got a broadcast? It's getting annoying.
Out here on the first driver out setting the time lap this afternoon, this evening, wherever you guys are watching. Right, so Artistic is in the chat.
Can you hear me?
He has unmiked, and we can hear you.
All right, here we go. Let's get it. Happy to be here.
We're going to turn you up a little bit so we can hear you on the stream, and I can hear you in my earhole. It is dry. So, chat, can we hear Artistic? Say hello, Artistic.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Can anyone hear me?
Can we hear Artistic? Let us know in the chat, guys.
Can everybody hear me okay?
JD. Say that again, buddy.
Oh, wait a minute. You said they're not hearing me?
I don't know. I was waiting for him to reply.
Come on, speaker.
Here comes JD. Then he is on his first.
Wait a minute. This should be better. How's this? All right. Awesome. Yeah, I've had a chance to hear you a couple times. We were supposed to kind of, work together a few times. I've had some health issues over the last few weeks, and some family health issues, and some internet connection issues, and just a tsunami of goofy things trying to keep me off the sim racing circuit. But I'm just happy to be back amongst Prospects eRacing League and all those who are affiliated. Thank you. Yeah, I think it was about it seemed to be like about 4 seconds between the first and 10th place person there on Tier 2 yesterday as well. So not everyone is really getting there. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Well, it seems like not everyone has really got their bearings so far on the whole game, let alone Canada. I know I've had my hands filled with it this week. I'm like, man, I could have sworn I was faster on this track. But hey, it's causing a few mid-season hiccups. Absolutely. Well, you got quite a few guys here that was, originally PRL Tier 1, but we're 7 seasons into this now, so it seems like even as we add tiers and platforms, we started off on PlayStation, now we've got Xbox and PC, we started off in one tier, now we've got several in every platform, so we're really growing. So guys who were once P1 in one platform, maybe they're sliding over to another one, and we're seeing the grid open up and get more competitive, and it's really getting exciting to see it just expand throughout the world right now. Yeah, you've been amazing throughout that time period, by the way. Everybody loves you. Oh yeah, one of my ex-teammates there, she smoked me. That young lady can drive. I tell you, she drives like no lady. Let me tell you, she drives like no lady. Oh, absolutely. She doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Oh boy. Hey, who doesn't love bread, right? Don't get me started. Another ex-teammate. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kibble's real. Oh yeah, more than a few times. Let me tell you, I'm still just getting my bearings. I'm relatively a fledgling. You know, I started racing just prior to the whole league being formed. Basically, it's almost like I started sim racing, Kobe passed, COVID hit, and here we are. So it's been an odyssey. But I tell you this, these every single racer and just person who interacts with prospects has really helped me personally get through these last 3 years. These races have been exciting. These personalities have been just tantalizing, and really the character on the track, it just shows forth. Because you see a lot of times when you see people who can make moves on certain areas of the court, certain areas of the circuit where they have the speed to do so, but might not have the angle. And anytime you race with people week after week after week, they don't want to develop a bad reputation and things of that nature. So you see that people find to have a consistency in how they race, not just for speed, but for etiquette as well. It's amazing. Okay. All right, now we've got, let me see here. D-Hog is leading at, he's got 49 points in the Ferrari. Wait a minute, I'm not looking on the right thing here. It's tier 3, right? PS. All right, so we got D-Hog at 49 points. We've got in the Ferrari, we've got Sinister Crazy 119 in the Red Bull at 47 points. Matty D 13 TTTV in the McLaren at 44 points. T-Mouse 99 in the Williams at 36 points. Pulaski in the Aston Martin at 30 points. We got Lucifer Shahid in the Williams at 23 points. PRL Owen in the Aston Martin at 22 points. Monstar 89 in the Red Bull at 13 points. In spite of being in the Red Bull, let me tell you, that's a great guy. Better guy couldn't drive in the Red Bull. Let me tell you, they don't deserve that guy. What a guy, let me tell you. All right, YT Berger in the Alpine at 12 points. PRL Crew Steamers at 8 points in the Alpine. Don't sleep on him today. And Ellie Brownie in the Haas at 8 points. Next teammate there, Kevo, with 6 points in the Ferrari. He was in the Ferrari when we first met. Light Sezlo, really great guy as well, with 2 points in the McLaren. Cavallis in the Haas with 1 point to round out all those who have points currently in the field. Oh boy. Good. I'm trying to see where Tom we're at. Now he's just rounding up his lap here. Oh, he's pulling in. Alright, got about 7 minutes left in quality so far. The times are starting to come down a little bit. We got a pretty competitive field within 2 seconds so far, everyone. I expect that to come down just a little bit more. Like I said, these guys are really quick. A lot of these guys were tier 2 last season, but as the talent improves, guys get bumped down and try to fight their way back up the grid. Oh yeah, I was talking to him today. He sounds like he's pretty ready. He's pretty motivated for this track. I think he's going to do a great job today. Don't be surprised to see him sniff that podium. Oh, Matty is trying to big it. If I'm not mistaken, is that last year's Formula 3 champion? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Is Matty D the previous champion last season? Or was that Crew? You know, hey, I draw a blank sometimes. If I don't win, I don't know who won sometimes. Let me tell you, you know? I'm like, what? Yeah. I've got my eye on Crew here as he wraps around turn 1. Oh, looks like he might have had to give up the lap a little bit. Pulaski was coming out of the pit at the same time Crew tried to come around turn 2 there, so he kind of had a little hitch. Well, we'll come back to you, Crew. Alright, what's Kevo doing? Alright, Kevo's trying to improve on his time. Okay, he's looking pretty good there. Oh, no, I think he just passed it there. Oh, no, quite a bit substantially. I'm sorry. Maybe he backed off there towards a bit. Alright, we got 3 minutes left for in quality here. Is this going to be our starting top tier here? Top 2 grids, is that how it's going to wind up? Who's your prediction? Mm-hmm. But he can still get. Okay, he's gonna go out and take another lap. No, all right, he's coming in. Let's team Mouse up to coming in the pit. And now it's pitting.
Every tier this week so far, so yeah, good to be back once again.
Hey, Double, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you, my man.
Okay, I just want to make sure I put myself on speaker that way I can look in the chat and follow Discord as well, cause just in case people are talking and whatnot.
Yeah, no worries. So on board with Donwar, then he is going through. He has invalidated, so he has done every lap so far bar one, but invalidated on all of them. Matty D on an out lap. He's looking to try and improve on his already provisional pole position. And but yeah, I think you're being spoken to. Owen, I think she's just airing you at the moment, my man. I think she's just.
I'm surprised.
She's just airing you.
I expected
Lucius for crashing. He's not crashing. He's retired in the pits.
Yeah, I expected him.
Here comes one more.
That surprised me. I expected him to try to go out and try to get him to try to get pole. All right. Team off is on the outlet.
Here comes Kavolis. Actually, Kavolis on a. On his flying lap, currently sat in P10. He's going down that straight now through turn 12, down towards 13 and 14. Obviously the final two corners of the lap, the last braking zone of the lap, and he nails that Wall of Championship chicane down towards the line. He's done an 11.9 so far. He's crossing the line and he goes fourth fastest. He improves by 6, almost 7 tenths on that lap. So that's a very good lap there.
Yeah.
Indeed. As Matty D coming down towards 8 and 9 right now, towards 8 and 9, and here we go. See what he can do as he continues on in his quest to improve on that pole position that time. And he is down on his time. He's a 10th down on his time at the moment. So I think he's already shown his hand with that 11.0, unless he nails the Wall of Champions. And unless he can find more time throughout that little chicane here, as he goes through the chicane, he invalidates, and that is his qualifying.
That's got to do it.
Coming up next, he is going through 6 and 7 now towards that 8 and 9 chicane. Chicane that's been catching a lot of drivers out throughout this week.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just lighting up.
It seems like though it doesn't seem to be a problem early in the race. It seems like from what I looked at, they started riding those hards around 22, 23 laps, and hey, they started sliding all over the place by then, you know. But up to then,
qualifying was very sketchy in Tier 1 as well. There was a lot of drivers crashing there in Tier 1 on Monday night in qualifying, not even completing the qualifying. Because they were, into the pits. But here we go. Here comes Sohaib flying through. Oh, there is someone claimed in that Wall of Champions. That is Simster, I think it was. And Sohaib takes pole position.
Whoa.
110.8. And that is Matty D. Knocks down to the...
almost 2/10 of a second.
Still on the front row. But Sohaib with an incredible time on 110.8. Stealing that pole position at the last seconds of qualifying. Unlucky to Matty D. He comes in the chat and says that he is gutted. To be fair, your time was a pretty decent time. I felt like you may or may not have had a little bit more in it. But that last lap that you did just wasn't quite enough. Obviously being down on your time by the hairpin, you're just not going to get much back unless you get through the Wall of Championship chicane cleanly. Maundy's saying he's annoyed at himself that he's messed himself up royally. Morse down in 17th, but to be fair, mate, turn 1, 2 and 3 are always very, very, very sketchy when it comes to still gets very sketchy when it comes to lights out here at Canada. Now, Sohaib, as we saw, taking pole position with Matty D in 2nd place, Lucifer in 3rd, Demouse 4th place, Kavolis in 5th, Berger in 6th, Pavlovsky 7th, Owen in 8th. The two Aston Martins starting 7th and 8th there, locking out that 4th row with F1 Nerd in 9th and Crew there in 10th. As Forza in 11th, Simster 12th, Kevo 13th, Solid JD in 14th, Gaspol Pam 15th, Donwar 16th, Monster 17th, and Panda Man Gaming not set in a timed lap, serving his qualifying ban down there in P18. Now there is no formation lap, guys, and we are going to be getting going pretty soon. Now just remember, be mindful that the tyres are going to be cold. I am going to hand you over to Artistic. He's going to take us through the lights out procedure. Over to you.
Alrighty. Hey, before this race starts, it looks like we got a pretty tight battle for the constructions here. We got Ferrari, 61 points, 60 by Red Bull, and 59 by Williams right there. And that 52 by Aston Martin, just bringing up the rear there. But then I might as well throw in McLaren at 46. That's your top 5. So it looks like between Ferrari, Red Bull, and McLaren, and Williams, I'm sorry, we're going to have a pretty good battle today for constructions lead. Let's see who pulls ahead. Wait a minute. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. 2 seconds. My TV just turned off. Hit the wrong button. I landed on the button. Sorry. Should come on any second. Please don't tell me the race started. Right. Okay, I'm back. I will be back any second now. Here it goes. Come on. Populate. All right, here we go. All right, made me nervous. You can hear me okay, though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Just making sure, because I see my screen got a little delay. All right, here we go. All right, we got all lights, and they're out. Chav's off to a good start. Oh, Matty G took the lead right off. Turning into turn 1. Okay, way to back off a little bit, Shahaz. Matty G's got a good little lead going up to the chicane. Followed by Shahaz, T-Mouse, Lucifer, Shahid, Berger, Pulaski, Nerd, Sinister, and PLR Crew Steamer. All right, looks like so far everyone's off to a nice clean start. We don't have any problems coming in through the back end.
Yeah, so we had Convoyus and Forza Ferrari coming together.
Well, I didn't see that.
Toward the turn 2 there.
Oh, I need to set my stuff here.
I was coming in saying Zippo be like Feldman tonight. Man, if my little boy wasn't upstairs asleep, I would most definitely be like Feldman. But unfortunately, if I wake him up, that means there's no more string from me, and it'll be good night for me. So, probably safe to say that I need to be a little bit more, you know, as I am normally. And Pulowski dropping down, but getting that position back here on F1 Nerd for 6th. Home race for Pulowski. F1 Nerd though getting a much better traction out of the out of turn 12 down towards the chicane as Pulowski down into 7th. And F1 Nerd, I tell you what, Pulowski through that chicane there was very, very sketchy. He did not look very comfortable there at all. It's like he almost went in way too hot. And F1 Nerd up into 6th place, and Berger into 5th place there. As you said, Matty D took the lead off the lights out, and you've got a very, very good.
He is looking great. I mean,
what is fighting out down the bottom there, but we've got Monster and Kevo actually changing positions. Monster down the inside there, and questionable whether he cut the apex there or not. Only he will know if he's got himself a warning. But I tell you what, oh my God, Kevo is getting himself all caught up there with Forza Ferrari. He got that very, very messy on the exit, and
yeah, they're going side by side here. Somebody's got to give ground. No one did. Oh boy, the stewards will be talking about that one.
And that is Forza Ferrari into the wall. And I would be not surprised if there is rear wing damage on the back of that Alfa Romeo.
Well, that was one of those situations. Somebody had to give ground, and no one was willing to. So. Somebody was
down the inside into the Water Championship cake. Oh, beautiful. Side by side there with him and Sohae. And that is T-Mouse up into 2nd place. And Sohae started on pole position, but now finds himself in 3rd place. Matty D sets that fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. DRS now enabled. And if anyone doesn't know what DRS is, that drag reduction system. It gets activated when you are within 1 second of that car in front of you. There are 3 DRS systems here, 1 in sector 2, 1 down the back straight, and 1 coming down towards the pit straight. So you've got the detection zone just after turn 9, just after turn 5, and then the final detection zone obviously is the section, the detection zone after turn 9 for the long straight, which is obviously the double DRS from the long straight through the chicane onto the pit straight, and they are the double DRS there. God, that's a lot of Ds.
And you know, it's interesting. I always thought the word speed trap was kind of weird. Like, do they think it's almost like, you know, it makes you think about driving out there on the streets, and in speed traps how you get caught up with tickets and things of that nature. So do they assume that you're not going to be able to shut it down? Like, hey, go as fast as you can and shut it down quick, because it's a trap, huh?
Absolutely, yes. Just want to shout out 36 of you in here tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in and choosing to follow the commentary here for Tier 3 here at Prospects eRacing League. You are all very, very much appreciated. Not only by us here in the comments box, but by the drivers and all the other admin and directors here in Prospects eRacing League. If you are new, don't forget to come in and say good evening to us. We don't bite unless we're asked to. And if we do bite, it's not that hard. We're gentle here. Panda Man Gaming out of the session.
Oh boy.
Safety car, and it is our first safety car. And here we are on board with Monster, and he has actually lost it. Wow, what a place to
Oh, Monster, where'd you go?
Lost it at turn 5. He lost it at turn 5, just before where Lance Stroll, and I can't remember who it was that he came together with.
What, you talking about Panda Man?
Yeah, Panda Man's out. At the same place that Lance Stroll, and I can't remember who it was who came together before in real life. I think it was in the web. Was it Gasly? Was it Gasly and Lance Stroll that came together?
I'm trying to remember that. Yeah, wait a minute. I don't want to say yes on that. I want to say Lewis Hamilton. I want to say that was Stroll and Lewis Hamilton in 2019.
Thank you very much for the private. Brendan Hartley and Lance Stroll. That was it.
It was? Okay, Brendan Hartley. Okay. Okay.
As Panda-Man now leaves the session, his race lasting only 5 laps here this evening. Safety car is out on track. Matty D does lead the Grand Prix. Right behind that, Aston Martin safety car there.
Yeah, let's see here. And looks like everybody's out on either the mediums or the hard. So other than solid JD, I don't think anybody's going to try to take advantage of this safety car right now in the pit. They're all going to stay out there. Oh, we got a rare penalty by PLR Crew Steamers. That guy goes races and races and races without a penalty. So I wonder what happened there. That's quite the odd occurrence.
So Josh Kobe-san, good evening Josh Kobe-san, how are you? Forget saying no one wants to hear about Lance crashing. I mean, no one wants to hear about Lance full stop.
No. Hey, but you know, he is a Canadian. This is his track. He's got nowhere near close to winning it. But you know, it has surprised me today. I read that they started this track in 1961, but they actually didn't have a Canadian Grand Prix on it until 67. And then it became full-time on the course. It's actually been raced over 50 times, like 59, 57, 59 times. It's like, wow, this has really been on the circuit quite a while. Absolutely traditional.
David coming in saying, is Crew trying to get to the end on those hards? I mean, they will go to the end. They will do 29 laps comfortably. So yeah, I mean, it's very possible. Very possible.
I don't think he's going to try to get any more than maybe 18, 19 out of them, and then he'll probably switch to mediums from there, because I really don't see it.
They did 27 laps on Monday night.
And they started crashing at 22 and 23 laps though. So
that was last night.
True that. And these guys, some of these guys absolutely have tier 1 capabilities. Like if I'm not
missed some of the comments there. What was you saying there? Right, I live in Lance Stroll is going to panic when Lance run and
yeah, I think going back watching Lewis Hamilton's career, as I often do various races and periods and whatnot, you know, I just was jumping around with elation. I've probably seen him win this race as his inaugural race win maybe 5 or 6 times now, you know. Absolutely love that race. Have you had a chance to go down there? Have you ever been to a Grand Prix?
I'd rather not talk about the Grand Prix that I went to.
Huh.
That was Belgium last year.
Okay.
That was a complete waste of time.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Back racing here in Canada tonight. Matty does lead the Grand Prix, and Team Mouse in second place gets a 3-second time penalty.
All right, we started to have penalties mount up a bit.
So hey, in third place with Lucifer, in fourth place as Rage Burger. Do we go on board with Burger? Yeah, come on in guys, let's go on board with Burger. He doesn't want the curse of Zippo happening to him this evening, but we're going to give him some airtime. Are we able to give him that curse of Zippo?
Got a little distance between everyone right now. Everybody seems to be...
Sims actually getting very close together down the rear straight there, as here goes Sims to Onkelovsky. He's gone for the move down the inside before the Water Champion chicane. He has made the move, but he didn't make it stick because Velocity back past him. Oh, I tell you what, there was a little bit of a movement there, and Sims had to take to the grass as...
Pulaski's not giving up the spot. Great pass.
For now, as that is Owen following his teammate through, and Sinister down into 9th place now, and he's got Donwa all over his gearbox as well. So he's becoming a bit of a sitting duck at the moment.
I kind of wonder. I wonder if that was a little bit of team orders there, because he had a couple guys passing. That Haas passed him, and then his teammate passed him just really smoothly. And if he didn't get out of the way just so, they might have both been toast. So he might have just been great racecraft, but it could have been a bit of team orders there.
So yes. Now here comes Forza Ferrari on the back of Cavolis. Now almost pushing Cavolis around the hairpin there, but no contact, thankfully. Team Mouse very, very close to Matty D for the lead of this Grand Prix. In fact, they are going very close together through the Water Championship game. However,
Burger's got a penalty.
Got very squirrely out of that. Burger gets a 3-second penalty here. Team Mouse got really, really squirrely, but here comes Cavolis on Donwa as we're going to go for a move down into turn 1, but he thinks better of it.
I think you'd have to think that Matty would have a little pressure taken off of him now by him and by T-Mouse and Shabazz both, as well as Burger also having penalties. So Shahid might have an opportunity to leapfrog up in the standings to get a little safety car here, because the penalties are really mounting.
Let's have a little look and see what's happening. Solid JD on the back as Crew Steamers down the bottom there for 16th and 17th. Kevin with a 3-second time penalty as well. Now, so yeah, penalties are... We've got about half the grid on with penalties now, which isn't the best. Craigie, how you doing, man? Welcome in tonight. How are you?
Hey, Craigie.
Oh, we've had a spinner. Donwa is round.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there was contact or if he has just lost it.
Yeah.
But Donwa is round at the hairpin.
Yes, you know what your hairspin spin around.
In P17. Now, talking of some moves, we've got F1 Nerd and Rageburger going
at it.
On board with Owen here as he's got past his teammate of Velocity as we go through. Oh, there's contact in the back of Rageburger's Alpine there. No damage on the front of the Aston Martin though.
Little love tap.
Gasmore having a little bit of a moment here as well. I think that was a moment with Kevo. We've got the other flag there.
Oh, we got Dumb Wars out again, spinning around again.
He's not having a good time as he goes round at turn 2. And I tell you what, Gasmore Pam almost obliterating the rear end.
And once those tires get hot. Alright, Matty D's trying to stay out of DRS there, but I think T-Mouse is trying to reel him in a little bit. Not gonna make it easy on him.
Monster goes deep into the hairpin. He goes really deep. That's really cost him now. That has cost him a lot because Kevo is all over the rear now. All over the rear. And here we go. Here comes Kevo now as he goes for the move. Under DRS, down the straight, through turn 12, and that is Kevo up into 11th place. Monster going really deep at the start of the hairpin there did not help his case in the defense down the straight.
But he's still in DRS, and well, neither one of them have much ERS, so we're gonna be able to see who's got the best racecraft coming through these early parts of section 1. Because to me, this is the trickiest part of the track. The Kevo's already had one collision today, right here doing quali. All right, you hit that nice. Great job, Kevo. Oh, we got a little fender bender there. Looks like we had a little collision.
Monster round.
Yeah, looks like we might have had a little collision between crew steamers and was that solid? No, I didn't think that was solid. Maybe it was Monster. I wasn't real clear on who it was with Monster. Nope, it might not have been with Monster. Okay, that's not for a collision. I don't know who the collision was with. We're third of the race in, and we've only lost a driver or so.
Yes, we have, and Sohaib down into third place. I'm not sure if
that was a great move.
And
2 miles passing.
Nerd getting very close to the back of Owen, but Owen is now up into 5th place. Owen is now motoring on, actually.
Well, he's doing it really quiet and unassuming. When race started, he jumped up, gained about 7 or 8 spots, and then he fell all the way back to about 13th, and I took my eye off him, and I look up, and look, he's back in 5th place again. Great job there, PRL Owen, OG style. That's what I'm talking about. Can't sleep on them OGs now.
That is Donwar having another moment going through the Water Championship chicane, getting very, very out of shape there. Here comes Pawlowski on the back of Rageberger. Chaos, leave me alone. Pawlowski all over the back of Rageberger. Yes, the top 4 are flying 6 seconds ahead of PRL Owen there. But don't rule out Owen. He has been in a man on a mission this evening for sure.
And everybody,
I'll tell you what, Sohaib on the hards in a very, very good position. If a safety car was to come out now, then
he'd be in a good spot.
He's in prime position.
Absolutely.
Box. The medium runners will start dying off in the next 3 or 4 laps, and we'll see the medium runners into the pits very, very soon. However, we are on board with Pawlowski. He is all over the back of Rageberger coming through turn 2 into 3 and 4 here. He's just keeping his patience at the moment, is Pawlowski. He is waiting for the right moment to pounce. DRS, I think it's going to be... I mean, if it was me right now, I would be just sticking with Berger here, down the next straight, obviously that double DRS zone. That's what I'm looking to make my move, using it down the main straight and then using that DRS to escape through the pit straight. Good evening, chappers, how are you?
F1 there seemed like he's gaining a little ground on the PRL Owen, coming down the back straightaway. Not using much of his ERS, trying to let it build. Owen seems to be doing the same. Boy, they get in 8th gear and it looks like cruise control.
Quite close enough though. And he's got a very scruffy, through the chicane. But Berger's gone really defensive, really early. And almost too early, as if he was saying, do you know what, you haven't got the pace, just go.
Just let him go.
Just go, I don't want to get caught up in a fight here with you. But Lucifer on the back of his teammate. So it looks like team orders here as well. Argo 55 coming in with a follow, thank you very much. Ace Shadow also coming with a follow this evening as well. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate you choosing to follow Prospects eRacing League over here. If you are still in the chat, come say hi to us all. And we are a very, very friendly bunch.
Well, it looks like the Williams are in good standing, trying to catch, you know, they were in 3rd place right now in the constructions behind the Red Bull and the Ferrari. But it looks like, let me see, it looks like they're trying to gain ground here with a couple of drivers in the top 4. Might even see a couple of them get on the podium there. They keep pushing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what Pam getting the, that's what Pam gets in a
3-second penalty.
Time penalty here. Now, I'll tell you what. Sohaib is in the best position here. Sohaib in the prime position. Even with that 3-second time penalty, those hards will go on for quite a while. And as I said, I'm expecting to see the hard runners in very soon. However, a safety car anytime soon
could change the whole game.
Really brings Sohaib into play. Velocity on the back of Rangeberger. These two still fighting it out. Velocity still hasn't managed to get past Berger. Berger's have a very, very good defensive. We've got a yellow flag, and that is Sohaib. Just as we were speaking about how well he's doing, Sohaib into the wall, loses that front wing, and he is all the way down in 4th place now. His strategy out the window, and he's actually screwed his strategy here because he's got to go onto those medium tyres, and yeah, it's way too early for him to be boxing.
And with this,
chaos.
And with the new update, unlike previous, Sohaib is making a pass on it. He's making a pass on Sohaib. We didn't make it. Way to play defensive, does Sohaib. But unlike previous, the last several weeks, previous updates, this recent update seems to actually give you some noticeable slowness when you actually have some damage. Previously, it was just like, okay, my wing is bad. Maybe you're not quite as fast in the straightaways. But now it seems to affect the whole car. So you really do have to pit if you mess that wing up.
Contact, that was what happened. Sorry to interrupt you there, but that was always going to happen. Forza Ferrari, and I think it was Simster, wheel to wheel through the wall of champion chicane. They were always going to be coming together. That was never going to end well, as Forza's round, thankfully keeping it out of the wall. Listen here, guys, right? Just Kobe-san, don't you stuff, right? Don't you get in on this curse and Zippo stuff. And Chaos, it may have been back with a bang, but it's the first one all week. Okay, it's the first one all week. So, shh. No more curse of Zippos in this race tonight, guys.
No.
So here comes Solid JD on the back of Forza Ferrari. We've got a yellow flag, and that is Gaspar Pam, actually. So Gaspar Pam is round. Here he comes. Is that you, Artistic?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, you do a great job, man. It's absolutely a pleasure to work with you, but I enjoy your broadcast, and later on I'm going to go back when I practice for my race tomorrow. I'll be listening to your previous broadcasts as well as all the other broadcasters. I just love all you guys, man. Everyone's a little different, but the blend is beautiful.
You race some different, don't you?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I was one of the first guys in the whole league, so I was in Tier 1 originally. Then Tier 2, then Tier 3, then Tier 4. I'll probably be in Tier 9 if we get far enough. I'm trying to catch up to these guys, but as I said, they get faster and faster, and, we keep expanding all over the world, so it's just beautiful to see us grow. And I'm having the opportunity to commentate and do other things in the organization as well, so it's just really, it's been an expanding process for me too. And an education. And because I grew up with traditional American sports like football, baseball, basketball, boxing, martial arts, all that type of stuff. And then I scrapped all of that, and it's just F1 now. So I'm on the fast course and learn as much as I can,
I've only been into F1 for about the last 8-9 years myself, but I've not missed a race. Oh! Jesus, there was Donwa. Donwa's hit the wall at the Wall of Champions, and Gaspar Pam almost broke it off.
You almost want to have a camera. You almost wish you could just set a camera at the Wall of Champions, okay? Can we just leave the camera there?
Absolutely. But yeah, I've not missed an F1 race probably for the last 4 years. There's not been a single race that I've missed. Even the 4, 5, 6 o'clock starts over here in the UK, I've still not missed one of them. I've been up every morning watching them. I just don't miss the races anymore.
It's been like that for me, I would say, the last 3 years, just like I say, right before COVID. But I watched like F1, F2, F3, the Porsche series. The F1 TV, man, it really just brings you all the way. You can just absorb the whole last 40 years of racing. 40, 50 years.
F1, the Sky Sports F1 that we use over here, it's phenomenal. But we have got a...
who is that?
That's Gaspar Pam. He's now lapped. He's now being lapped. So Matty D currently leading the Grand Prix. TD Boy coming in tonight. How you doing, TD Boy? Just Kobe-san. I'll tell you what, you are firing on all cylinders tonight. Komi-san, T, are you actually going to finish a race tomorrow? I mean, wowee. Wowee. Absolutely. Who's, you've got out the wrong side today, haven't you? I mean, you just love the drama.
You know?
Kevin with another 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Monster's having a, he's not having the best of races, bless him, is he? I mean, when he qualified quite... He was quite disappointed with his qualifying as well, and he's just not.
I love the guy, and I could just be a Lewis Hamilton fanboy, but it could be that Red Bull. It could be that low down dirty Red Bull causing all that, man, those problems. But I could be wrong. You know, I am far or nearsighted. After 49 years of wearing glasses, I'm really not sure, and I'm 53. So hey, you would think I figured out by now, right? Left or right? Paper or plastic?
Hopefully Zippo doesn't curse him as well. Are we talking about Monster, or are we talking about TD Boy tomorrow night? I mean, I don't think it really matters who we're talking about. Somewhere along the lines, someone that I ride on board with ends up in a wall. T-Mouse into the pit. Listen here, right?
And Owen snuck in the pit. Hey, look at Owen. Owen's up and sitting in P3. How'd you get up there, Owen? What are you doing up there? P2, look at that guy, man. You can't sleep on him. Where'd he start? Hey, you know what? That's real. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, T-Mouse into the pits, onto the hard tyres. Solid JD doing a solid job at the moment in 11th place. Looking to box race. Oh, he's been clipped. Oh my God, Sohaib's just driven into the back of him, spun him, and carried on down the road. I mean, surely there needs to be some sportsmanship there. So hey, you've got to be handing that place back. I mean, you've spun the guy and you've disappeared off down the road. I mean, come on. Lucifer here on the back of his teammate once again. So T-Mouse and Lucifer both just boxing.
I was kind of wondering, I kind of have, T-Mouse half was kind of, I wasn't sure if he was warming his tires or if he was about to get out of Shahid's way, because T-Mouse does have a few seconds in penalties where Shahid doesn't, but it's 15 laps left, so it's kind of early to be letting somebody go ahead of you if you can stop him.
Absolutely. Garbage official channel coming in with the follow there. Thank you very much. Thanks for choosing to follow Prospects eRacing League over here, the home of the commentary and the curse of Zippo, it seems, at the moment. But I think, to be fair, okay, what Prospects are building here over on Twitch, it's building very, very nicely. I mean, the views each night have just grown and grown and grown. Okay, I mean, last night we topped out at 90 live viewers at one stage. We were consistently at like 35 to 40
T-Mouse
viewers.
Touching that wall a bit.
At one stage we was at like 60. Monday night was pretty high. Tonight we're sat here, 36 of you at home watching this. Whether it be you are driving and you just got it on in the background, muted or whatever, you are still counting towards the algorithm helping this channel be seen out there on the Twitch. And you guys obviously at home do a great job as well. You help us out, you know, and you help keep the chat going as well. That's what it's all about: chatting, interacting, and having some fun whilst we ramble on about absolutely anything over here. As here goes Nerd down the inside of Owen, 20 lap old hards against 20 lap old medium tyres, and that is Nerd up into second place. So obviously you guys at home help make it what it is here as well.
Yeah, if I could touch on that just a second, it seems like I think what the league also does a really great job of is everybody seems to support each other on so many different levels. I mean, on a personal level, and even right now, you see people all throughout this chat room and people in the Discord who aren't racing right now, who could be doing other things in their life. They probably should be doing other things in their life, but instead they're taking time to support other people who would also in turn it support them, but that's not why they do it. It's just a really good natured, almost, it's a family environment. It's just, I mean, I'm 53 years old and I've never seen anything like this league. Just the way, like I said, people have affected my life, let alone each other's. It's just really been extraordinary.
Yeah, it's a great little, it's a great community that they're building here, you know. I'm writing menus. Well, there you go then. So Craigie's at home writing menus.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tier 4, we'd be talking about your menus. Unfortunately, it's not Tier 4. Tier 4, as you all know, is the chat of food?
Oh man, I am a foodie. We might have to add me to the list there, sir.
Absolutely. So here comes T-Mouse on Rage Burger, 21-lap-old.
He's making the move.
Starting to come to the end of the
Made it look easy.
the inside into the Wall of Champions.
Great pass.
That is T-Mouse up into P5 and Matty D into the pits. And he now loses the lead of the race. As T-Mouse has actually jumped him. So T-Mouse now the provisional leader of this Grand Prix.
Yet Pierre Owen is the only one of consideration besides Matty G with no penalties. So that, and we get a safety car, we bunch them up. Those are the guys.
Absolutely. I mean, a late safety car could become absolutely crucial to some of these drivers' races here this evening. T-Mouse with an incredible drive out of turn. Where are we? Incredible drive out of turn 6 and 7 down towards 8 and 9. I mean, it was a very good drive there. Gaspar Pan with another 3-second time penalty. Currently lapped, I think he is down to about P6 as it stands. 30 hours Tomahawk. Oh, we don't talk about food, please. I'm not reading chat. We're talking about food. You got to save all food talk to tier 4, I'm afraid, guys.
Matty D is making a great move on Burger here. Somebody's gonna have to shut it down. Who's the late breaker? Oh boy. Burger slid in there, and it looks like
Matty D on the back of Lucifer here, and both have the DRS. Now,
wide
we
open.
have someone dive into the pitch. That was Burger, so Burger into the pits.
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a second.
Now. And don't forget, guys, we are going to be live again tomorrow night from around about 5 to 10 UK time in the evening. Joining me tomorrow night will be the main man himself, Chappers.
And you know,
we take you through tier 4 around here in the Canadian Grand Prix around the circuit of Villeneuve. As don't forget to come join us, tune in, say hello to myself and Chappers tomorrow night, where we talk about all things, including burgers and Oreos.
and you know, also too, one of the things I like to do, if you aren't often able, or sometimes I try to catch every race live if I can. But if you can't catch the race live, it's really great to put on another tier's race as you yourself practice for your own races, put it on the same race distance and listen to commentators go at it. Because a lot of times you get the commentator's cursing you're driving, but if it's a tape where someone else is driven, you don't have to worry about that. And you can actually enjoy the entertainment of the commentators without any potential commentators cursing your own.
Absolutely, yeah. So Owen into the pits now. I mean, I tell you what, I did tier 1 on Monday night with Chappers, and I found it a very good experience.
Yeah, he's a beast.
We're going to come back to that because here comes Polowski down the pit straight. He has got Crew on his outside at the moment. Oh, he goes all over the apex of turn 1 there. All over the apex of turn 1. Crew is not giving this position up. He has not given his position up, and I think he's had to give that position up in the end because Polowski just wasn't yielding, nor was Crew, and one of them had to in the end, and Crew choosing to tuck in behind.
Great sportsmanship.
Owen on 10-lap-old soft tyres is a brave man. But talking of brave, Crew keeping that car out of the wall there as he got all out of shape on those 20-lap-old hard tyres. Craigie,
and it's really encouraging too when I myself see drivers that I know for a fact that are far superior to me. When I see them struggling initially, not having a great start, and instead of just going into the pit or finding a way to crash into the wall to escape, you see these people fight through these hardships, and before you know it, they either either on point in points or really in some nice contending battles there. So it's just really great and encouraging for lesser drivers like myself to see better drivers never give up. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at some of these full-time streamers as well, the likes of Arava, you've got Tia Martmuck, you've got Alex Gillen. I mean, even those guys, I mean, Tia Martmuck is one of the best. We'll come back into that in a second because here comes T-Mouse. He is all over the back of F1 Nerd. Now, this is for the lead of the race, guys, and Matty D, 1.9 behind. We're going to get a move down the DRS straight, so we're going to wrap this up very quickly. Even those guys are struggling with the game. They're struggling with the traction. They're struggling with the mechanics of the game. And they're professionals.
Absolutely.
And here comes T-Mouse now. He's got the DRS, he's got the pace, he's got the just about got the battery. He goes for the move down the inside as F1 boxes.
Boxes, huh? That's interesting. Way to fight him and
that was so anticlimactic.
I think what he did, I think that was really good. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might have done that to get T-Mouse to burn some extra ERS. Because I can't see why he would have fought him there other than to make him, to bait him, and I made T-Mouse do a little wiggle there. But you're looking great out there, sir. But I think he did that to bait him, but it didn't matter. T-Mouse sitting in P1, guys. 8 laps left. And like,
yes, so that was probably, I mean, what you've just said there is quite an interesting thing to do. You know, he has made him burn out some of his errors. He has made him possibly defend a little bit harder and attack a little bit harder than he actually wanted to. I mean, any sort of mistake there, and that would have been T-Mouse's race over with for the evening.
And you were commenting too about everyone watching and the bigger community too, and like our numbers are growing. And I think one of the reasons why our numbers are growing, because we got, not only do we have amazing drivers all over every single tier, with the exception of myself, of course, but the fact that all of these drivers are also, so many of them are personable, so many of them have their own platforms, and then when other people reach out to look for them, and then they actually look for these people individually here and find us all collectively. So don't be shy about telling other people to watch your race. Don't be ashamed of not doing as well against great drivers, because bring them in the fold and you'll see what can happen. It's going to be a wonderful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, just Komi-san, he does. T-Mouse does have 6 seconds of penalties. Matty D looking very, very strong for the victory here this evening. And I don't think we can rule out Owen. However, Owen's softs are going to be like Bambi on ice towards the end of this race, and that was another fastest lap being set here this evening in Canada. At least I said it right tonight. I didn't say Canada. I said Canada last night. And I said Canada multiple times last night. I was very tired last night. We've got a yellow flag, and that is Gasmore Pam. He's round once again. He's had a bit of a nightmare of a race this evening. He's not had the best of times, but here comes Simster. Oh, Cavolis. Not shutting the door, but Cavolis not giving much
at all.
Much room there to Simster at all. Less than a car's width, and he's done it again. I mean, Simster not having the best of times here, fighting against Cavolis. I'm not sure whether the stewards will be taking a little look at that, but it definitely wasn't the car's width and a little bit that he's entitled to. He definitely did not get that, but he goes down the inside on the straight here into the chicane at the end of the lap, and that is Simster up into P9.
And it looks like we got Owen, looks like he's at P5, and he did switch out and put some softs on here to wrap up this race. He had a nice little battle going there with F1 Nerd. I thought he tried to make a pass, but it looks like Nerd has a penalty and Owen doesn't. He might have been aware of that and figured it wasn't worth the risk to just go ahead and keep him close.
Absolutely. So we've had Sohaib actually retiring in the pits this evening. So Sohaib having enough of the Grand Prix. And that is his race over with. We've got 6 racing laps to go if you include this one. T-Mouse currently leading the Grand Prix. However, Matty D looking for that win on penalties, and Owen looking pretty good for a 4th place finish. A last minute safety car, however, would really change the complex of this race.
As would one of those more
certain to promote Owen and Matty D into the top 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at these wild boar hog sausages there that Craigie's talking about. I'm kind of wondering what would you do with that there, Craigie? What kind of dish would you put that together with? Break it down for me, sir. I was watching food videos all day on YouTube. I tell you, I don't know why you watch food videos when you're hungry. It makes no sense. I was watching burger challenges, all you can eat wing challenges. It was preposterous. Okay, I said that's enough. Put the soft down. Okay. Oh, we basically got a sprint race here. 5 laps left.
Absolutely, yes we do. You're talking about food. Do you know what? Right, I'm bringing my Canada F1 map up over that chat. I'm not reading food chat anymore. No, Not happening. You make me hungry. I'm not letting you do it to me, so shh.
Don't do it.
Here comes Kempo on the back of Cabolis actually. He's going to have the DRS down the back straight. Cabolis not close enough to Simpson to get any DRS off of him. And Kempo looking for a move, maybe into the chicane or maybe into turn 1.
I think it's been really surprising how clean Matty D has kept his race, because he hasn't raced this whole race from the front.
Oh my God, that was serious contact. That was serious contact. Kempo and Cabolis literally almost threw each other into the barriers there. I mean that is actually a clip worthy looking at a TikTok.
That might have been.
We're not going to Hooters. We are not going to Hooters, Craigie. Definitely don't look at the food at Hooters. Anyway, moving on, we've got Rageberger on the back of Pavlovsky, just within that DRS range of Pavlovsky there as well. So we're going into the final 4 laps of this Grand Prix.
And Matty's got to, T-Moss has got to see if he can maintain at least a 3-second lead in order to hold on to this race. I believe that's about all he's got in penalties. No, he's got 6 seconds in penalties. Wow. Wow, T-Moss.
Yeah, so
wow.
T-Moss not in a very good position. Monster, you come back next week. You come back next week. And you come back stronger next week. It is Japan next, don't forget, guys. Live from Suzuka, and then the dreaded Miami the week after that. Ugh.
I think at this point, the big question is Sala going to get in the points? Is Sala going to pick up that last 10th spot?
I mean, he's just been passed by Cabolis. Cabolis got back at him, and Sonic JD into the pit, so something tells me that no,
he won't be doing it today. Another 3-second penalty from Kebo. Oh, Kebo, boy, you got 18 seconds worth of penalties, buddy. Hey, way to stay on the track, though. Way to stay on the track, man. You could have said, the heck with this. But you did not. Way to keep driving, sir. My ex-teammate right there. He did beat me, by the way, unfortunately. What about that guy? Yeah. Thought I liked the guy up to the end, I'll tell you.
Now, come on. Come on now.
You know? Couldn't let his old teammate win a race every once in a while, something, you know? It looks like Berger just zipped right past Pulaski coming down that last straightaway, zooming into turn 1 in the World Champions. Hit it smoothly. And Owen is still chugging along out there. Doesn't seem like he's got any real serious contention back there behind him. I wonder if he can move up a little bit in these last 3 laps and see if he can snip a podium position.
Absolutely. I mean, Owen.
Oh yeah.
Owen looking like he's going to be in P4. I can't see him. Now, come on, Craig. You keep it clean. Keep it PG now, guys. Come on. Matty got DRS now on. He has got DRS now on the back of T-Mouse. T-Mouse still very much holding his own out there, though. So it's very, very interesting. The T-Mouse, even with those penalties, does not want to yield position. Even though he knows he's going to lose it anyway. He wants a penultimate lap of this race, lap 34 of 35. No. T-Mouse currently leads Matty D, Lucifer in 3rd place there, F1 Nerd in 4th, Owen in 5th place, and unfortunately for Owen, actually starting to drop backwards a little bit, and if he's not careful, he's going to lose that P4.
No.
He'll end up staying in P5. Then you've got Berger there in 6th place, Pavlovsky in 7th with Simpson in 8th, all over the back of Pavlovsky at the moment. Hevo in P9 with Forza rounding up the points there in P10.
I'm wondering, I've been on Matty D here, and I'm kind of wondering this last lap or so, even though he absolutely does not need to pass T-Mouse in order to win this race. If he just stays right behind him right here, the race is his. T-Mouse got 6 seconds worth of penalties. But you know, it's just something about beating a person out there on the circuit, regardless of what the grid penalties are. You just want to see your car go past his. So we're curious to see You know, is Matty gonna play it safe? You gonna take the safe win, or you gonna go ahead and let him know something on the track, sir?
And we just had some synchronized spinning there. We had Forza Ferrari and Crew both synchronized spinning there at the same place. Cavallis goes up into 11th place as we've got Matty D. As you've just said, Matty D, Ferrari's round again, Forza Ferrari round again, Matty D onto the final lap of this race. Now, Matty D's just picked up a time penalty himself. So he now has to keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, alright, Craigie. He now has to keep it very clean. I think Kevo's round, or that might be Solid JD actually.
But you know,
Solid JD.
But
he's
it's something liberating about finally getting your penalty, though. When you've been having 2 warnings the whole time, you got to drive cautious. When you finally get the penalty out of your way, he can now say the heck with it, put his ears back, and just really go for it, as long as you don't have an accident.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I completely agree. Forza Ferrari retiring from the session. He's crashed out at the Wall of Champions. That is the first driver to be claimed by the Wall of Champions this evening. But here we go. We're on board with Matty D. We're going to switch to Team Alison very, very quickly then as we come down to the DRS straight. One final time.
Yeah, he won't get close enough.
He's just going to keep it clean. He's got no wires left. Team Alison has no wires left either. We're on board with Matty D. Sorry, Team Alison. He's going to cross the line as your winner here this evening. Unfortunately for him, he is going to lose that to Matty D. But he crosses the line, takes the victory on the night, but Matty D does win this Grand Prix on time penalty. Team Alison second place, will lose the first Shahid.
Shahid, very respectable P3. Great job, Shahid, man.
F1 Nerd takes 4th place for the time being, but Owen will jump in there into 4th. He did manage to take those 3/10 back on that final lap because he was just outside that 3-second barrier. F1 Nerd into 5th. Finished a 6th. Berger there in 7th, Pulowski in 8th, Kevo down there in 9th place. I don't think he's going to keep that 9th place, especially there with all those penalties that he has had. Forza leads the session after crashing it out at the Wall of Champions. Cavallis does take 9th place, Kevo into 10th, and Crew coming home to take P11.
So who would you say is your driver today?
Oh, it's a tough one, that is, isn't it? Let's have a little look and see.
I think the game would say Sinister, but I'm going to go with Owen.
Yeah, Owen's had a decent race, hasn't he, actually? Owen has had a decent race.
I mean,
so here comes JD in 13th and Monster down there in... What was that? No, Solid JD in 12th, Monster in 13th place.
You know,
he said he's disappointed with his race this evening, and yeah, it wasn't the best of races for him. But you know, it's only going to get better for him next week, hopefully.
I mean, in some ways, it's almost a shame that it's like the person who has close to the most amount of race place changes is typically the person who gets driver of the day, because Matty was so dominant. I mean, how can somebody else be driver of the day when you were that dominant? But based on how it's normally played out, I got to go PLR on, great drive. But outside of that, Matty, hats off, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go, guys. We have got the podium celebrations as we look at the race right now. Mordy, unlucky tonight, mate. It's unfortunate for you. Come back next week much stronger. That's what you can do, man. There we go. Look at that. We've got 2 Brits and an American up there on the podium position.
And look at McLaren.
Matty D takes the victory.
McLaren
was Team Mouse in 2nd place, and Lucifer running up your podium.
Yeah, McLaren was in 5th place in the construction. Now you got 2 of them. Oh, nope, I take that back. I thought I seen 2 McLaren drivers up there. We do have a McLaren winner, but we got 2 Williams up there, and Williams was in 3rd place coming into the construction, so they should be looking pretty good right now after this. Let's have a quick look.
Matty D winning back-to-back races as well. He won last week in Britain. He wins this week in Canada. Can he make it 3 on the bounce next week in Japan? Only one way to find out, guys. Tune in next Wednesday night from 5 to 10, UK time, as we'll begin our proceedings here for Suzuka. Owen in 4th place, Nerd in 5th, Simpson in 6th place there, in Reichberger in 7th, Pulowski 8th, Cavallis 9th, Kevo in P10, Crew in 11th, Solid JD 12th, Monster 13th, Donwar in 15th, and you've got Gasmore Pam 15th, And then we lost Forza Ferrari, Sohabe, and Panda Man Gaming.
Hey, and next week we've got a 2-point difference between Red Bull and Ferrari for our championship. So please tune in.
Absolutely, guys. So I'm not sure if we're doing. I don't think we're doing
interviews. Come on, let's interview.
No one said anything about them this week, so I don't think we are doing interviews.
Oh snap! All right, that's the best part. I'm just kidding. It's all the best part. You guys are awesome. Absolutely an honor and pleasure to be a part of the process.
Absolutely, guys. So we will be back again tomorrow night with myself and Chappers live from Canada for Tier 4. Now, the Academy should be going ahead at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, but just stay tuned and see whether we do go ahead or not. I'm not sure at the moment if it is. If not, 5 to 10, we'll be back live here. Myself and Chappers, Tier 4, Canada. Don't miss it, guys. But for now, I've been Zippo.
I'm artistic.
This guy's been artistic, absolutely. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. But for now, stay safe wherever you are in the world. We'll catch you on the next one. Good night, guys.
Our pleasure.